Attention.
Hey, how are you? Merry Christmas. Well, it's not Christmas yet, technically. At least here, it's still, you know, Eve. Christmas Eve. Now, I'm just trying to get, my phone's YouTube to work so that I can actually, like, do things. But, oh well. Yeah, there's all this shit going on. Right, we were still thinking about this whole idea. Yeah, I wish these EU voting events were a little bit different. What the fuck? Burundi's debt problem has gotten so bad, they realistically have no chance of either paying it down or meeting running interest payments. Okay, so Burundi is asking us for help now. Let's see if we can even locate Burundi. I feel dumb. Isn't it supposed to be it? Right, it's this one. So we can grant them the bailout, and that's $2 billion. French influence multiplied by 3%. Independence from foreign influence reduced. Say no more. So how much? No. To not actually multiply it by 3%. Oh no, okay, you multiply it by 2. Interesting. So we have 64% influence in Burundi. Bankrupt. Hutu-Tutsi tensions. Okay, so they're having issues. We could attempt a coup. 200 political power is pretty heavy for a coup in Burundi. I don't think we really need that yet. But hey, good to have more influence. Viva la ya. Guess who's back again? Yeah. Coup. I mean, obviously everyone wants the coup because it's a coup, you know. Coups are fun. Man, I wish I could... What the fuck? I don't understand what the problem is. It seems like my phone just doesn't want to load YouTube things. This is an issue. I usually rely on my phone to look at the chat. Well, time to restart my phone, I guess. In the meantime, I'm just gonna play without looking at the chat. Not paid licenses. There are countries not lending civilian factories for licensed production. Interesting. So apparently we're lending out licenses to people. I had actually gotten I've got no idea about this one. Dismissed. Euroscepticism. Yeah, it's the motherfucking Italians again. I don't know, it might be a bug with like the save reloading or something. I have been told that that could be a thing. Why does Belgium have 11% influence in Luxembourg? Interesting. We have 4%. Right, so if we want to get some voting done later on, we're going to want to have 5% influence on all of the EU members, which is going to be a bit of a bitch, actually. Like, for example, here, how the fuck are we going to get influence in the Netherlands? Because it seems like Pretty much everyone and their mother has influence over them. Anyway, speaking of this, we should definitely get our income above our deficit. So that then we can start to invest in other people. But I really don't want to get that tax cost to be up too much. Now, the reduced taxes thing is going to increase... Reduce tax rate by 3%, but decrease our tax cost by 3%, and then we can put the taxes back anyway. So, that's something that we want to think about for later. But yeah, anyway, it's really good to have, obviously, the ability to influence Maghreb over here. We already have 18% in Morocco, 12% in here and here as well. So that's pretty good. That is quite good. Yeah, right, we should probably organize, like, our Air Force and shit. It's always the most fun thing to do, obviously. Not really. So we have a bunch of attack helicopters. Djibouti. Yes. Djibouti's an interesting place. They've got like military bases from like a ton of countries. We actually have the most influence in Djibouti. That is quite good. You know, why would you not grant bailouts? There's no reason not to be honest. No bloody reason. I like how Eritrea and Ethiopia have been fighting pretty much this entire time. All right, maritime patrol aircraft, multi-role fighters. I'm just trying to take stock of what we've got in terms of Air Force. That's multi-roles, strike fighters. Strike fighters, then light jets. Quite cool. Air transports. Okay, so we have 350 attack helicopters. We have 50 multi-role carrier fighters. We have 113 light strike fighters, 127 transport planes. That is a lot of transport planes. 23 maritime patrol aircraft. 260 multi-role fighter wings and 170 strike fighter wings. Quite cool. We are supposed to be producing some of these weapons as well. I mean, really not that many. Oh, what do you mean access error? I'm on my phone. I've got... Google has more access to my phone than me. So why the fuck are you not entering my channel as Google? As my phone. Okay, there we go. Now we work. Now we can look at the chat. Ooh, 30 viewers. Very, very nice. By the way, you know, happy Christmas Eve to everyone, or whatever. Привет, Upriser Uganda. Как дела? So, are you also Zhukovist Democracy gang? Zhukovist Democracy is kind of cool. Nazbol Democracy is fun. Hey, Krivoy. Как у тебя? Hello, actually create a French empire by puppeting more people. Of course we will do that. Happy Christmas. Any plans for Christmas? Well, I wouldn't mind recording videos and maybe streaming. Yeah, because I don't really want to do anything weird. And I want to eat. Ciao Woody, volevo chiederti se potevi mettere i sottotitoli in italiano nei tuoi video. Beh, sì. Posso, però non lo farò perché comunque ci vuole veramente, veramente tanto lavoro per mettere i sottotitoli in un video. Cioè, non so se lo sai, se lo hai mai provato a fare, sottotitolare qualcosa, però è una quantità di lavoro veramente, veramente berante. Quindi, cioè, già ho abbastanza poco tempo per fare i video in sé. E poi dopo se dobbiamo andare anche ad aggiungere il fatto di metterci i sottotitoli, poi se li metto in italiano, cos'è? Poi dopo li devo mettere anche in altre lingue, qualcosa del genere. No, è un po' troppo... Lo so che è un po' una rottura di balle, però... Cioè, non sono tipo opposto a fare dei video in italiano magari nel futuro, però comunque decisamente non mettendo sottotitoli a video esistenti, ecco. Anyway, so, despite all of that, I was just speaking about subtitles, And also, yeah, hello Gatson man, and I kind of agree I should do a video showcasing all the focus trees. Mostly because... What would be the difference in here? Additional manpower, additional CNC equipment, additional small arms, additional DTGMs, additional manpads, additional mounted ATGM, and utility vehicles. No mounted ATGMs here. Okay, definitely I want to do the mechanized recce company then. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself some... we don't have self-propelled AA, we definitely want to get self-propelled AA. Self-propelled artillery, we've got... engineer tanks, do we have engineer tanks? No, we don't. Artillery battery is going to slow down our movement, but not by much. Do we have normal artillery? We do. Motorized recce might not be a bad idea either. Yeah, we've got everything. And then... tank battalion, armored infantry, self-propelled artillery, engineer battalion. Yo, does the engineer battalion reduce the speed? No, it doesn't. Fun. Yeah, I do want to get like a kind of spotlight video done, so yeah, don't worry. Oh shit. Yeah, the combat whiff is gonna be weird. We can't exactly get like 30 combat whiff or anything. $27. Combat whiff in this mod is pretty weird to work with. Oh, 30. It's self-propelled artillery. That's very heavy on artillery. There we go. Oh, whoa. We need something with 2 combat whiff. Where are we gonna find something with 2 combat whiff, goddammit? See, that's a big issue. Oh, well, all these things. Okay. So what do we need? We've got plenty of recce. Self-propelled artillery battery. Okay. That is a lot of self-propelled guns. And also infantry fighting vehicles. We don't have enough. Hot take, Huey Long is not that good. Can we help Morocco unite the Maghreb Union and vassalize it? No. Forgive my stupid Americanism, but what do you guys do for Christmas in Italy? Well, I mean, it's kind of a mostly taken as a, like, family holiday, mostly. Like, you know. Some people go to church or whatever, but not one of those. Not even baptized, so yeah. Combat whiff doesn't really matter since the total combat whiff is in combat is doubled than in vanilla, so bigger is always basically better. That's the same as vanilla, by the way. See, the thing about the combat whiff mattering is that if you have uneven numbers, or not really uneven, but like numbers that don't add up to like tens, multiples of 10, then you're gonna waste space, right? Because even if the combat whiff is higher, like let's say it's 160 instead of 80, if I have like 36 combat whiff, it's gonna be like 36, 72, 38, 108, 100, and you know, you get it, right? If instead I have 40, 40, 40, 40, then I get to 160 and I have more divisions in. Yeah, we have Christmas tomorrow, and yeah, obviously January the 7th for Orthodox countries. Are you planning to cover the newest progress supports minor Mondays for KR? No, because the China update is coming very soon. So, yeah. All right, cancel that. The logic is that most of the time you won't even have enough units to fill the combat with fully. I don't know. not sure about that. Any updates on Long and Happy Life as well as TNL? Well, there have been a lot of updates to Long and Happy Life that are quite interesting. Man, we're gonna need to get some of our troops into combat so that we can get them all trained up for war. Yeah, we're gonna have these EU voting events pop up like quite a lot. Now, should we support South Sudan? I feel like we should support South Sudan against normal Sudan. I feel like that's one thing that we should probably be doing. Ethiopia actually has influence. Yeah, we don't have that much influence in South Sudan, unfortunately. Ooh, plus 14 influence. That is a lot of influence. Just by spreading political power. See, one thing that's really sad is that sending in intervention forces or volunteers does not improve your influence. It's like, hello? That's really weird. That is really weird, in my opinion. Now, do we have anyone over here that we actually influence in any way? Well, Burundi, obviously, but everyone else is pretty... Oh, okay. Congo DR. So we should support the Congo DR? Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of, you know, getting involved in the international arena. Now, this is a bunch of jungle terrain, so we should probably send in like a relatively, you know, jungle-worthy unit. Yeah, like for example, the bigger armored division or whatever is a pretty bad. Brigade Légère Blindée, this one. This is a light armored marine brigade. They're probably pretty good in the... They're not. The light armored brigade is better in the jungle.
Attention.
Attention. So the 6th light armored brigade. Who? The paratroopers, though. The paratroopers are better. Makes more sense, actually. Does. Speaking of that, do we have like anyone who's got the good jungle rat? Well, okay. We go to war, boys. Although our our volunteer limit is very, very... Huh? What? The Congo DR has refused their intervention force to enter their country. What? How's the third Sino-Japanese war going? We'll come to that. Woodcock, when are you doing the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom in Victoria 2? Well, after the China update comes out for Kaiserreich, I'll be playing that a lot. But when I'm mostly fed up with that and, you know, I'm not covering it anymore, then I'll be thinking about that. So Congo DR has strategic reasons to be hostile to France, minus 50. Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate on what do you mean? Damn. And we don't influence Angola, like, pretty much at all. Somalia. Anyone loves France around here? Well, obviously Djibouti. Djibouti's at 79! Turn into puppet. If we have enough influence in Djibouti, as well as them having the same world outlook as us, we can make them into our puppet. Okay, so we need to attempt a coup in Djibouti. 56% chance of successful coup. Now, if we manipulate politics... If we manipulate politics, we're going to lose 10% of our influence. That's 29. That's not going to lose a lot. That should boost the Western. Yeah, it went to 36%. So now we still have 56%. We're gonna spread our influence again. 57%. So now we're at 80%. We have a 58% chance of a successful coup. Let's go, boys. Djibouti will be ours. Once again. Dramatic scenes as regime change sweeps Djibouti. After a period of with uptick in foreign intelligence activity, especially from France, the previous government in Djibouti have been toppled with many top officials of the former regime detained. Rabul Najm of the Movement for Democratic Renewal and Development has emerged as the new leader amid the turmoil. Look at him. Early indications are that the new regime in Djibouti will identify with the Western outlook, uprooting the balance of power. We have 88% influence. It is now Française! Oh, okay, so great. Also, we gotta talk more on the Discord. Yeah, we do. Speak. Who does not love neocolonialism? Puppet Uganda or Chad? Well, I mean, there's a lot of places that we could puppet. Yeah, Uganda's actually at war with the Congo DR, and we have literally no influence. Fucking Museveni. Chad, well, Chad is basically our puppet already. Well, I mean, we just need to improve our influence in there eventually. Like, Chad is, in real life, one of the countries that is most literally like a puppet of France. So, yeah. No problemos there. Niger also is pretty heavy with us. Ooh, Guinea! Guinea! Guinea is at war with Liberia. Liberia and the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council. Send in les parachutistes! Our good friends in Guinea need our help. Sierra Leone also is in a bit of a biggie. Yeah, speaking of that, then after that we could take the Senegal. Côte d'Ivoire, Madagascar. What about Sierra Leone? Oh, Sierra Leone might actually not be in the Franco sphere because it might be just the old British territory. Send them to die in foreign lands just like good old times, of course. So we can influence the Ivory Coast. We can't influence Guinea. How sad. I'm guessing that like influencing through the focus is gonna be superior to, yeah, it's in the Anglosphere. Is gonna be superior to influencing via game mechanics. Britain goes with the Commonwealth. A bad choice. Anyway, Ivory Coast. So let's check out how it works with the Maghreb. So we get 50 political power decisions to influence these guys. Let's start with Morocco because they're clearly like the least bitchy of those three. Ooh, we actually... It was 12% last time. Now it's 20%. Now it's 22% here. And 16% over here. Russian Federation has 16% influence. The Russians are influencing Algeria. The Russians are all over Syria as well. Anyway, we're gonna send our boys to help out the good government of Guinea. Ethiopia seeks investments. Fine. Okay, I feel like going for that reduced taxes might be a good idea. And getting oil is definitely a good idea. So let's go for the oil. When you create colonial empire with direct rule from Paris and call it socialism. That's generally French stuff. Papua New Guinea. I see you're playing historical route France, yeah. Papua New Guinea should be mostly influenced by like what, Australia? Yeah, Australia. See, I'm pretty sure you mean New Caledonia. New Caledonia is pretty firmly with us, though. Oh yeah, right, the third Sino-Japanese War. We need to take a look at that. While we don't have... looks like the Chinese actually pulled out a few troops out of the area, which is definitely a bad idea. Venezuela. Okay, there we go. Our expeditionaries have arrived.
Attention.
Oh yeah, right. Air volunteers. We're gonna send our helicopters in with the jungle terrain. How much can we send? 10. Holy shit, we can send 10 attack helicopters. You shouldn't have. You absolutely shouldn't have. That is just way too many attack helicopters, brother.
Écoutez.
Alright, wait. Oh no, okay, never mind. See, I saw the flag and I'm like, why are the Americans here? It's actually just Liberia. Why is China invading China too? And yeah, the Saudis are helping China. I like how Myanmar is actually, yeah, that is pretty cool. Please at some point be fascist or monarchist and bring back Napoleon. Unfortunately, that is not possible. Because, like, yeah, okay, you can go nationalist, right? And I'm pretty sure after that, then you can probably get yourself some... See, it's called the Napoleon Dream, right? You can probably... A Bonapartist crown. From where? What do you mean a Bonapartist crown? I'm pretty sure that's just a bug, because... See, here you can get the National Front, right? Then, like, maybe, yeah, you can do some weird shit and get, you know, switch from Front National over to monarchists, but the monarchists are actually fucking Bourbons and not, you know, not, whatchamacallthems. Not, Bonaparte people, you know? They're cancer legitimists and not true Bonapartists. Alright, let us help out our good friends. Yeah, as you can see, our good paratrooper division, or brigade, is actually going to show itself to be quite superior to these AFRC brigades that they're fielding. And we also have helicopters coming in. Hopefully that's... hopefully they're not going to get shot down, because the helicopters do tend to love getting shot down. Check fraternité. Yeah, fraternité. France endorses fraternité. Heavy-handed, self-determination, Euroscepticism, electoral shutdown, Gendarmerie Nationale, daily nationalist support, popularity of nationalists, the nationalists gain support, education censorship, path for a new France. A new French Empire. No, none of here, nothing. You get an event at some point in the nationalist street to crown a Bonaparte. Are you sure about that? France endorses fraternité. The National Front seizes power. Maybe later. Like, again, maybe the path for a new France. I don't know. What I want to try to do, in case you were missing last stream, is to go égalité, and then get down to here, the Communist Party, which turns you into Emerging Outlook Communist. And then try to get the United States of Europe passed, which is going to annex the whole of Europe into us, and see if that's possible. If this isn't possible, because then we would create the USSR, the EUSSR. If that's not possible, then, oh well, I'm just gonna go, you know, exit Europe, because then I can take a new international and And then, you know, we get this whole secondary focus tree. USSR gang. I'm not sure if that's possible. I'm actually not sure if that's possible, but... Oh, it isn't fired by any of the focuses. Oh, okay, so it's something that just happens. Okay, okay, okay. Understandable. I can't stand Carlists or Jacobites. Like, imagine not only being dumb enough to be a monarchist, but to be a pretender at that. Yeah, well, the Bourbon legitimist people are also pretty cancer. I mean, you can Frexit. No, what I want to do is not Frexit, and instead make the EUSSR, the United States of Europe with the Communist Party of France in charge. Well, France, of Europe. Now, obviously that's gonna take like forever, but hey, we're gonna try. And there we go. So now we are definitely helping out our good Guinea friends. Yeah, right, there was no focus to actually influence Guinea, right? We also need to keep an eye out on the influence Morocco thing, because the influence Morocco, we have 22%. Okay. Now, Guinea, how much would the monetary aid be? 8 billions. That is some money. I feel like the most important thing is targeting other influence over here. And then we're gonna pop our own influence up. I definitely want to get some... What about the economic exploitation? We don't get 20% of their civilian industry and minus 20% of their trade cost, or trade cost with them. Do they have anything we want? Aluminum. We lack aluminum. Well, we do have aluminum, but... Yeah, aluminum. Yeah, because we don't really care about like getting 20% of their civilian industry or whatever. They don't really have an industry. But getting less trade costs with their aluminum, I don't know, might be useful for later on. But I don't think that that's gonna be a thing that we do yet. Marxism, Leninism, Restorationism with Chinese characteristics. The mandate of heaven shall be of the people. That sounds like pretty Maoist. Glorious Arstotzka music. Yes, I agree. Russian-baked Ukraine. Oh, look, it's the British in Sierra Leone. Yeah, that's what we fought. The British are there, helping out their former colony or whatever. Funnily enough, the British only have 10% influence in here. 25% United States influence, but oh well. Yeah, we need more money. That's what we need. Surprisingly enough. It's like, you know, it's almost like money is useful. Yeah, man, I want all these things to be high, so I don't really want to reduce spending all that much. I just want my income to go up higher. Also puppet Israel and get the Holy Land. No, if anyone's gonna get puppeted by us in the region, it's probably gonna be Lebanon, but Lebanon right now is still a puppet of Syria. And Syria is doing a whole derp weirdness, so I don't know if we're actually gonna get the opportunity to do that. The Francosphere decisions are purely influence related. They can help in returning some straying former colonies back to the sphere. Okay, that is... Oh, whoa, what was that event? Who the fuck was nationalisming? Also, would you be up for this again later? We'll see. Have we lost any helicopters? No. No. We're also not bombing their troops though. What? We are bombing their troops, you dumb shit. Oh, I guess it might be bugged because we're not actually at war with them. Anyway, we're about to defeat the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council rebel group. And after that, we're gonna hopefully get access. See, if the British and the Sierra Leoneans get here before us, that's a problem. Because that means that we get kicked out. of the province, and we can't flank around Liberia anymore. You know, Taylor's troops. Yeah, like that. Oh, but at least the Sierra Leoneans... Whoa, what the fuck? Isn't this place supposed to be part of Sierra Leone? Ah, Guinea just cucked them out of it. You know what this means. Yo, that actually reduced my influence by giving them economic aid. What? That means that they're gonna become a puppet of France. We're about to get a base in West Africa, boys. Yo, shit! If they're a puppet of Guinea, they're gonna get called into the war with. They just got called into the war with Liberia. We need to defend them. Especially so that we can continue flanking around Liberia. Denmark win nationalist. Oh. Denmark went nationalist. Oh, no, that's not nationalist. That's just the Danish liberals having a fascist eagle as a thing, as a logo. And then they haven't taken either of these things yet. Okay, fine. Fine. Just obliterate the Canaan region with atomic bombs. Of course. Can you invade Burkina Faso and bring back Daddy Sankara? Well, I guess after I'm a commie. Sure. All right, let's go. Let us crush the Liberians. Oh, I like how my airborne has. Apparently, the armored recce is making my airborne impervious to their, you know, their small arms. Okay, that's good. And man, like only a few attack helicopters are actually making a difference. Nazgul European Union, would that work? Well, that's basically what we're doing, because basically every like, well, no, maybe not like non-aligned left-wing radicals or, you know, or anarchists. They maybe are something different, but like all the emerging outlook communists, well, okay, left-wing radicals apparently include Trotskyists, which is Le Touvrier, but like, yeah, PCF is like basically like, you know, Naz-sock them, you know, like that's quote-unquote communist parties in mostly Western Europe and other parts of the world that have developed, you know, relatively developed political sphere. Those parties are mostly just like Nazgul with sock them characteristics in a way. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. Syria was annexed. Which Syria? Looks like the, you know, Syrian Arab Republic one with Russian and Hezbollah support. There we go. Total SA, now we get fuel. Now we have fuel. Obviously we went in depth to get fuel, but resource gain efficiency plus 15%, brother. How much do we extract? We're not gonna get that many bonuses, like 1 oil, 1 aluminum, or light metals, and like what? 3 or 4 steel. 3 or 4 steel might be useful. State stock and SA. We could get La Franche Healthcare. Advanced Universal Healthcare. Tax cost -1? Are you sure about that? Oh, it goes, oh, tax cost. So that's more civilian factories. I see. Oh, we have more factories than is required for the USA-French collaboration. Let us get that while we still are buddy-buddies with the USA. Wait, why is our influence getting fucked over here? We probably need to wait until, like, oh, maybe because the game is, like, calculating how much influence they're worth or whatever. Okay. Europa Gang! А в какие игры, кроме этой, ты играешь? В Kremlin Games игры, как Кризис Кремля и Ностальгия, и тоже в Company of Heroes, и немного другие. Hungarian Socialist Party Western Outlook. Oh, so looks like they voted in lefties. Well, lefties. Director from Paris. And there we go. Looks like the Social Democrats won in Greece, too. The greatest country in the world. Let us invest in this place, so that we get some influence for that.
Continuez d'avancer. Pas de pitié.
Suck them. То есть толка в стратегии? Да. Сейчас почти толка. Но еще играю в RPG тоже, но сейчас нет. Alright, we're about to destroy Charles Taylor's forces completely. That is quite good. Because that should result in, like, the puppeting of Liberia by Guinea, right? Because this is the Liberian Civil War, right? And it looks like... yeah, the Liberians United for Reconciliation and Democracy have been mostly crushed. There are these guys stuck in Zorzor. The Guinea has pretty much all of the war scores, so they're gonna make Liberia their own puppet, which means that Liberia is gonna be our puppet. So we've just gained basically a big chunk of Western Africa, which is quite good. Thanks to our timely peace mission. Yes, peace mission. Scusa la domanda, quante lingue parli? Beh, diciamo bene 3. Vabbè, l'italiano, che credo che sia la mia lingua madre, quindi insomma, abbastanza normale. L'inglese, vabbè, e il russo. E poi dopo qualcosa di cinese. Wait, William Hague? Who the fuck are we talking about? Conservative Party. Oh, this bald dude. Right, I understand. I understand who we're talking about. Okay, so we influenced Morocco. It didn't work. Unless, like, other people's influence just went up as well. Let's see, so we have 115 influence. Let us try this again. 115. It is important to remember. Can you get the state transfer tool and fix the Liberian borders? Oh! The state transfer tool doesn't work in this mod. Interesting. So no, I cannot. Oh, what? Or never mind. It does, it's just dumb. Interesting. That is a... Looks like the UI is kind of fucked by something. Bruh moment, yeah. Alright, shit, right. Charles Taylor's capital is not Monrovia, it's Zwedru. So now we gotta get to Zwedru before we can do anything. I'd love to know how many losses we're taking, you know? Ooh, right. Oh, and also we can increase our volunteer numbers. There we go. Let us replenish our helicopters and get them all involved. More helicopters to destroy them. It's broken in most mods. Well, so far that hasn't been my experience with it, but yeah, fine. I like how the Liberians have an anti-terrorist unit that's special forces. Oh, election campaign. Okay, interesting. So the labor unions is providing a large amount of campaign volunteers and enthusiasm for Jacques Chirac. Press X to doubt. The military-industrial complex is providing funding. The maritime industry is providing a bit of help to several parties who will stay mostly on the sidelines. And that's because of our positive opinion with these factions. So we are about to have an election. So the Parti Socialiste actually has a lot more popularity than the Conservatives. That's probably because I've increased the taxes quite a lot. We actually gain! Allahu Akbar! La ilaha illallah! That is so good. That is so amazing. That is excellent. We actually gain money. Anyway, see, that's gonna help out the fact that a lot of people are, you know, pro. Hold on. What? Oh, okay, that's like the more, that's the Gaullists. Okay, so there's like the, you know, Union pour un Mouvement Populaire, a union for a popular movement. Basically, you know, center-right, that's our party, the UMP. Then we have the RPF, who are presumably our coalition partners right about now. The Conservatives. The Parti Socialiste is not bigger than these two combined, but they might still win one way or another. Now, I'm not sure if they have modeled in like all the different electoral systems, but like France has a weird as fuck electoral system where like basically everyone votes in a first round. If no one gets an absolute majority, I think, and that's almost never in the French political, you know, system right now. That's almost never. Then you go to a second round in which the two, you know, most voted parties or candidates, maybe it's not about parties, maybe it's about candidates, basically show off, and thus they sort of try to funnel the votes of everyone else, which is pretty good as far as like avoiding certain you know, more radical parties like having a shot, like for example Front National, the French like far right, you know, gets a lot of consensus like compared to other parties. But when it comes to like the final round, a lot of other parties sort of decide, yeah, whatever, instead of getting the Front National, we're just gonna vote for, you know, people that we don't like but aren't the Front National. Kind of like that. Coalition time, yeah, we're gonna see. Inaccurate when the French race taxes everyone revolts. Well, yeah. Might be. Might be. Alright, Jacques Chirac faces tough priorities for who to attack. Attack the non-aligned outlook fools, or attack the nationalist idiots. Yeah, well, I mean, the non-aligned outlook, do we even have, like, any parties with that have... Oh! It's Le Rassemblement pour la France. Apparently they're non-aligned, right, they're supposed to be Gaullist. And so aren't exactly that much of a fan of like NATO or whatever. And apparently they're Eurosceptic. Okay, we definitely want to attack them. We want to attack the non-aligned because like the fascists or whatever will never, you know, get much traction at all. And right now, Google thinks I want to use the voice recognition. Two-turn elections are pretty common around the world. Not in Europe. Like, I'm not sure around the world, but like, okay, in Europe, so we have Spain that's like hyper-proportional, basically, as far as I know. We have Italy that's, well, we change every few years, so no point. Then there's the UK, which is first past the post. Then there's like Germany, which is like proportional but federal, so it's weird. I'm not sure about these countries, these weird ass countries. I mean, these are all pretty much all the countries that matter, so who cares? Which is a joke. Are you Russian or Italian? I'm Italian. Also, correct name for the stream, by the way. Eduard. Alright, I definitely wouldn't mind raising the military spending. Right now we spend 0.184 and 0.094. Then we'd spend 0.094 and 0.23. That is not that big of an increase, but it would make us not gain money anymore. Oh! We missed a big event, brothers. Where are all the Chinese troops? 73. Where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are all the Chinese troops? Did someone else enter the war? No. Well, looks like the Japanese have managed to push off the invasion. That is one hell of an anime. Are you a Muslim now? No. Anyway, what is the Iron Brothers? He is taking the Iron Brothers focus. Man, I wish I knew. It sounds like it would be something like a, you know, faction, you know. South China Sea, willingness to negotiate. Okay. Equal partners, Chinese dominance. Oh, I could just look. Oh, unknown focus. Oh, you little bitch. Invite controversial speaker. Don't risk it.
Pas de pitié.
They figured out they were Uyghurs. God damn Uyghurs. We have 115, right? Yeah, we have 115 influence in Morocco.
Continue l'attaque.
God damn Uyghurs. Alright. Our paratroopers will gonna... Inconclusive outcome for Jacques Chirac. Does not currently have a majority in the new parliament to form a new government. Additional parties must be convinced to join, and if this is impossible, control must be left to one of the parties to let them try to form a government. Active mission, try to form a new government. Okay, where are we? So we could invite the RPF or the Front National. Oh, we could invite the Front National with 15%. Yeah, we definitely don't want those people in it. Why can we not invite the Parti Socialiste? Because there's the second largest party in France. Oh, because they are bigger than us. So we can't make like a big coalition government with the Parti Socialiste. Let us try to invite the RPF. And if that fails, we're gonna try to form a government with the Socialists. Okay, so daily non-aligned support, non-aligned coalition partners. Ooh, that is a lot of non-aligned. I don't want that non-aligned, actually. Political power plus 75% of amount spent on coalition. Okay, we got Jospin. And, huh. They're the second We need 45% strength. Okay, I guess we're fucked. The AI will form a government for you. Well, okay, I didn't realize that this was how the system worked, so I'm gonna give him back the political power, thanks. Oh, it's Sarkozy. Hello. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with non-aligned shit. Right? Right. Oh. Oh, shit. We're gonna have to invite the Nazis in as well. That is a pretty cursed as fuck government. Because that's gonna help out the nationalists by quite a bit. Or is it? Maybe it's just bugged. Yeah, no. Looks like it's bugged. And it's actually not getting these guys the... Oh no, non-aligned coalition parties. So it's working with the non-aligned. It's not working for these people though. Paris Commune time! Disgusting neutrals. Like neither of those single parties was gonna be enough to get ourselves over the threshold. So now we have a pan-Nazbol, a pan-Nazi, a pan-right government. We lost a lot of political power. PCF National Front Coalition. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're gonna remove 20 billion from our research and development projects. Shit, that is not fun. That's gonna give us more interest rates to deal with. You know, what's kind of sad is that this might fuck us up with our, see, it actually didn't give us a, you know, nationalist outlook, but yeah. That's definitely gonna push one of these non-aligned parties forward. There we go. First research and development agreement is ours. What do you mean? Oh, we're not over 75 factories. 75 fucking factories. There we go. First thingamajig. Nothing to research here. Nothing to research here. Self-propelled AA. What about those? Where do we research self-propelled AA? Oh yeah, right, it must be artillery. Météor, légère. Apparently we have the SAM PT, which is good enough. LRU, self-propelled rocket launchers. We don't need those. We're fine with the self-propelled artillery, right? Yeah, this is our... We got all the highest tier stuff. Right, we could start working on the network-centric warfare. Right? That's probably what we're supposed to go as, you know, big industrialized countries. Right, so we need to actually just produce the self-propelled AA. We're just not producing it. We have a lot of infantry rifles, so we can produce less of those. And in the meantime... Francafrique. In the meantime, we could do some EU policies. Mélenchon looks like Palpatine. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is France Insoumise? Sounds interesting. It's the main like leftist parties in France right now. It's kind of Nazbullish in that it's pretty heavily anti-immigrant and pretty heavily like Eurosceptic and, you know, for the quote-unquote French sovereignty. And they get quite a few votes because of the collapse of the French Socialist Party. You know, see right now the guys that are, you know, basically the biggest party in France in 2002. And that governed France up until like, well, 3 years ago, up until 2017's elections with François Hollande. Well, they basically imploded and now basically don't exist. And France Insoumise has taken over quite a lot of their consensus. While some of the other consensus has gone over to a new party that's not over here. Like, the French political landscape has changed in the past 3 years a lot from 2000, and so it's very, very inaccurate. Well, not very inaccurate, pretty inaccurate, as it's represented over here in Millennium Dawn 2000 start date. Please hurry up and form the USSR. That's gonna take a long, long time. A long, long time. C'è una cosa che non ha senso in questa mod. Lo capisco se la Francia fa investimenti in Sierra Leone, ma non ha senso vedere la Germania investire nelle infrastrutture della Francia. Beh, ecco, vedi, sì. In parte ha senso, perché comunque se investi nelle infrastrutture tu hai un tornaconto. Cioè hai un ritorno sull'investimento del 6% rispetto a quello che investi, ok? Quindi se io investo, tipo ad esempio per l'infrastruttura 7 milioni... o 7 miliardi nella Germania, no? Poi dopo di quei 7 miliardi il 6%, quindi ah, ok, questo qui è ogni giorno. Comunque ogni anno il 6% di quei 7 miliardi diventano soldi che io ho qui da spendere nel giallo. Quindi sì, ha un po' di senso, però ovviamente sai, per Hearts of Iron 4, che non è un gioco che simula tipo l'economia molto bene, è molto molto semplicistica. Cioè, nella vita reale ovviamente una compagnia tedesca che investe in Francia, nelle infrastrutture francesi, lo fa più che altro per i profitti, eccetera. Poi dopo, vabbè, sì, c'è anche influenza politica, però dal punto di vista dello Stato, ovviamente, investire, stiamo parlando di, insomma, politica... Potrebbe avere senso se aumentasse le relazioni, se le relazioni avessero un impatto di qualche tipo sul gioco, ma non è che hanno più di tanto impatto. Cioè, avere tante relazioni con un paese non serve molto in Hearts of Iron 4, quindi sì. C'è un po' di problemi. Russian federal channels stole this track for opening of the railroad segments of the Crimean Bridge. There you go. That is hilarious. That is just absolutely hilarious. See, like, oh, the Revolution of Dignity. What is he doing? Pro-Ukraine, he went Poroshenko. Unite the opposition. I think he's gonna have a... fucking Donbass rise up. I think the... lowers the chance of revolt by 3. Raises the stability of the regime by 5. See, because if he does that, then he can take, like, Western doctrine, right? Russia may begin subversions. Russia may begin subversions. Okay, so that's when he does the association agreement or NATO, you know, alignment. So not at the beginning, but, you know, he might get some Donbass problems. Budapest Memorandum. What is this? Oh, that's the nuclear weapons stuff. Okay, okay. Between East and West, current rivalry status balanced. Okay, so they're about to... One leader! One people! Yes, it is, like, in here somewhere, right? Where is it? There we go. Oh, Oligarchs decrease opinion of Petro Poroshenko from positive to indifference. See, I don't think that would be Petro Poroshenko in this one with save the status quo. If you go save the status quo, I think something happened to you to make a like an oligarchic coup happen, but I'm not sure how Ukraine works. I've never played them, so yeah, whatever. Continuez l'attaque. Are we still gaining more money than we're losing? Barely. Just barely. Let's continue to invest in these guys. Looks like Japan had their leader confirmed, which, to be fair, is understandable considering the predicament they're in. Yo, is this gonna be like Japan? Oh, they still have tiny military spending. See, that's kind of derpy, though, that you cannot... looks like some of these factions are bugged. That's kind of derpy, though, that you cannot... like, the AI isn't, like, brain enough to, like, raise the military spending when they're in war. You know? Factional politics, youth league dominance. Oh, they're gonna go Xi Jinping. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so here they want to respect Nepalese neutrality. So they didn't support the Maoists or whatever. Then here they went willingness to negotiate. So the fate of the Paracel Islands... Strengthen ASEAN ties, maritime boundaries. So they're gonna, you know, divide up the Spratlys and the Paracels in one way or another. Second Japanese Empire. Just got back. What's going on? Well, we are murdering some Africans. We are safeguarding peace and stability in the West African region. There we go. Whoa. Okay, so the Liberians united. We have we have balkanized this region pretty hard. This has resulted in a good victory for France. Unfortunately, Liberia has kept all the influence from like the United States and the People's Republic of China. But well, that's fine. Now, have we finished our influence in Morocco? Yes. So from 115, we went to 115. So the influence stuff doesn't work, officially. That is extremely sad. So I think it's pretty safe to say that I need my political power back. Okay, now, is the party situation changing at all because of what? Because of our national spirits? Doesn't look like it. Mostly the same. Oh, shit. Looks like we're in a stagnation. I'm gonna need to get back to, you know, get back to stable growth pretty soon. Where can I download this update? On Steam Workshop. Alright, anything interesting going on in the world? Well, there's the Congo DR problem, where we have 30% influence, you know, it wouldn't be bad to keep Kabila. Like how Burundi, we still have that 64%. Djibouti, 88%, we're pretty safe as guardians of Djibouti or whatever. We could request their forces and keep control of them. That might not be the worst idea ever. Because definitely we are going to be a lot more... a lot stronger than the AI.
Arrêt.
Definitely better than the AI.
Écoutez. Arrêt.
Régiment de réaction rapide.
Vos ordres.
Garde républicain.
Gardez vos rangs.
Alright, we're gonna keep this guy in Tajura. Because it's got an air base, someone might try to, you know, derp around in it.
Pareil.
Sociable machines. Early AI robotics.
Pareil.
Yeah, basically we want to protect the Djibouti port more than anything else, because if someone wants to invade Djibouti, then that's the place where they're going to be doing it from. Alright, let's get these guys out. We don't particularly want to leave NATO right now. We don't have the money to upgrade our cyber infrastructure. Constructing infrastructure in the right. Are baby boomers as insufferable a demographic in Europe as they are in the US? No. Sometimes almost, but most of the times no. The boomers can be okay around here. All right, what's going on? So there's quite a bit of stuff going on in Afghanistan, but yo, looks like the Myanmar regime or whatever is trying to retake Kachin state, but they ain't having much of a success at that. And Eritrea is pushing in hard against Ethiopia. Eritrea could basically be puppeted by Egypt right about now. Oh, but Egypt is Western while Eritrea is emerging, so unless the AI is smart enough to use coups, which I'm not sure about, they could just puppet them. Let's check out other countries. We'll see if someone is trying to meddle with our sphere of influence. Oh. Benin is doing nationalism. That might be a bit cancerous. Togo. Yes, let's recognize the Taliban, Woodstock. I'm not sure if that's the best idea ever. So what's Italy doing? Oh, Italy's being insane. Umberto Bossi. And if you know anything about what's going on over here, you, one, are probably laughing your ass off. Two, are just, you know, having a lot of fun. They actually triggered Article 50, so they are gonna leave the EU. In fact, I don't know why, but Japan has the most influence. I don't know, it's just nonsensical. And yeah, they're gonna get in there and oh, okay, we cannot see the opinions of like these things because right, here it's saying the opinion of the French government. Okay, interesting. Yo, is there like that many decisions to yeah, and they're just doing these Euroscepticism campaigns because they want to crash the EU, but yeah. Italy has triggered Article 50. They're about to withdraw from the EU in like, what? I don't know when they're gonna withdraw from that. you know, very soon. So what the fuck is the world doing? Well, there's a bunch of wars. Is anything going on in Brazil? Yeah, Lula has come to power in Brazil. There we go. We're bypassing all the focuses that have already been taken in the EU path. Anyone actually taking like EU things? No, so it looks like they rushed quite a few in the beginning, but European Commission policies. Okay, so he wants to do some EU stuff. Yeah, Croatia went nationalist, which is interesting. Very interesting. All right, so with the Europe defense policies, we went with the Europe Defense Fund, right? But the Europe Defense Fund is not getting voted, right? Which is a bit of an issue. Out here with EU reforms, we could go for the European Constitution or the Treaty of Lisbon. The EU enlargement needs to be at unanimity. Use fiscal policies. I wonder if these are unanimity or not. Game-based ability. We definitely want that. Those seem like pretty good. Ti consiglio di dichiarare guerra all'Italia perché il Sud sarà indifeso. Beh, sì, esatto. Have you added any chunk to the EU after your crippling loss of Italy? Well, we're trying to add Turkish people, but there are some people saying no and trying to... Yeah, like for example, EU-Turkey deal. Look at this shit. Look at what's gonna happen. 2 member states fucking voted no. The member states being the fucking Kingdom of Denmark and Belgium. The little fucking bitches. Look at these Danish Nazis and Belgian Nazis saying no. Little cunts. Anyway, we don't have that much Euroscepticism, which is the problem. You know, if the Euroscepticism gets too high, then things get bad. What about in other countries? In other countries, it looks like the Euroscepticism is still pretty low. Except in Italy, but in Italy, we don't really care about that at all. Is Putin in charge of Russia? Yeah, he is in charge of Russia. They went with Putin. They went with Empower Putin's cronies. So with Gazprom. Which eventually leads down if they want to go full, you know, way to the dictator. Does Hungary have a tech tree? Do they have cores on South Slovakia and North Transylvania and Vojvodina and Carpathian Ruthenia? No, they don't. Like, Hungary has no retarded revanchist cores. And Hungary doesn't have a focus tree yet because, I mean, fucking Alia Izetbegovic! Oj, Alia, Alio. Prima iga babo, intelisce leja, do trelotiš vabo. I mean, like, bloody, you know, much more important countries like fucking South Korea do not have focus trees. You know, Indonesia doesn't have a focus tree. India doesn't have a focus tree. Pakistan doesn't have a focus tree. Iran doesn't have a focus tree. Saudi Arabia doesn't have a focus tree. Egypt doesn't have a focus tree. Poland has one. Which other important countries are lacking focus trees? Mexico doesn't have one. South Africa doesn't have one. Who else is like really important and doesn't have a focus tree? Vietnam doesn't have a focus tree. So yes, I feel like Hungary not having a focus tree is a, you know, forgivable offense. Turkey doesn't fucking have a focus tree, for God fucking sake. What happened in Norway? Oh. What? What the fuck? Rud becomes the ruling party. Abolish the monarchy. Praise Allah. Can Belgium be separated with Wallonia and Flanders? No. Out of all the Balkanizations, we do not have that. Union of Sweden and Norway. What the fuck? Interesting. But yeah, it looks like a Socialist Republic of Norway. We love them. Or, I guess they love us. But we love them too. Because they're still in NATO. With Thorstein Dachle. Anti-Zionist. Interesting. They left NATO too. No, they didn't leave NATO. Or... they did. So why do we get the NATO member? I guess it's either bugged or not updated. Yeah. Interesting job, Norway. Go authoritarian Norway and get a Japanese girlfriend to fulfill every neo-Nazi's dream. Yeah, I know, right? Japanese princess, the anime. Future queen of Norway. Raise popularity of nationalism. Royal government decree. Nationalist outlook becomes the ruling party. So yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, right. Now we should have enough... Now we should definitely have enough industry to get that focus that we wanted earlier. Oh, Swedish elections. Oh no! The Swedish Democrats! So it looks like the Swedes are going Nazi. But they have Northern Friendship. Oh, but then if they're not in the European Union, they can take the Northern Ambition. So Sweden... Sweden's gonna trigger Article 50. It looks like it's time for a 100-year nuclear war between Sweden and Norway. Yeah, pretty much. Man, I can't wait for these fuckers in Sweden and Italy to leave. So that, you know, we can fuck them up. Oh shit, there's still gonna be a NATO, right? You're not in NATO. Are you? We need world tension to be at 35%, currently 13%. Japanese-Hong Kong War. Man, the Chinese took 200,000 casualties during all of that. There's still a bit of naval skirmishing, looks like, and oh. Still a bit of naval skirmishing, looks like, going on in the East China Sea. Western outlook. Wins in Slovakia. You know, it's real weird. Where's the Chinese army? Like, I just see so little troops. Hu Jintao's agenda. Yeah, 70 free troops. From whence? Communist Youth League. Yo, he's about to take Hu Jintao. Okay, so he's going down. Xi Jinping fought. Probably. So he's gonna lose the free represents and get the scientific socialism, probably, right? What does 3 represents actually even do in this game, or in the the spirit? Tax cost, military industry output. That is cool. Oh, they took over Okinawa. Chinese Okinawa. Anything else? Switching hands? No, looks like not. PLAN, nuclear submarine flotilla. How's the naval situation looking like? The Chinese are definitely losing more ships than the Japanese. So unless they manage to get, some other miracle invasion, I don't see them getting through here. Although the Saudi Arabians are dumb, and looks like the Americans... Where are the Americans? Did they just go like to some random island? I have no idea. What happened with the third Sino-Japanese war? Well, at some point, the Japanese managed to, along with the Saudis and the Americans, counterattack and retake Sasebo and kick the Chinese out of the mainland. And that resulted in 200,000 Chinese casualties as opposed to 15,000 Japanese ones. Yeah. I like all these African countries going bankrupt. It's just a perfect opportunity to make them see the light of the French, of the French model of world order. Yeah, the infrastructure in Kyushu is still fucking destroyed completely. But looks like the Chinese have managed to secure Okinawa. And, eventually the Chinese might just get enough ships. So when, but I don't know. I really don't know. So Okinawa has a PRC government with a US base. I'm sure that will be a fun talking point. Yeah, it looks like the Okinawa base over there. I'm pretty sure they're shitting their pants right about now. All right, let us get some stable growth because that is important. Oh, we're almost at... we are almost, yo. We're almost gaining money again. Okay. Oui, baguette! Yeah, obviously. I definitely agree with that. Anyway, what was I about to look at? I was about to look at someone in Russia can declare himself Tsar. Yeah, that is Zhirinovsky, the nationalist. With Zhirinovsky, you can claim the crown or whatever, which is a meme. But to be fair, Zhirinovsky in real life is a meme man, so yeah. Now, will these Congolese fucks take my intervention force now?
Écoutez.
Right, Jean Morin, or Morin. We could probably, right. You are a parachute brigade. Excellent. Now, you are paradroppable, correct? Yes, you are paradroppable. I don't think adding tank companies is gonna help with that. Light air, assault infantry, airborne, light infantry. What's the difference? The difference is that light air assault infantry seems like it's got a lot more breakthrough. But can it be paradropped? Yes, it can. No. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's dumb. What the fuck? What is this? Do you see? Do you see, you little dumb shit? It's trying to... That's one hell of a bug. If I change anything with this division... Okay. Oh, because it put the thing in a row where the... Okay, I know what's up. See, because the armored recce is a mobile unit in a row where it's supposed to be infantry units. Huh. Islam is the greatest. Armored air assault infantry. Do we have the equipment for that? Airborne IFVs, we do not have airborne IFVs. Bad. Why do we not have airborne IFVs? That is a bit of an issue, I feel like. There we go. I feel like that's going to make this division a whole lot better. And then we're going to think about adding things here later. Now, will you accept it? No, you will not. Because you still think you have strategic reasons to be hostile to me. Little bitch. Hey, Merry Christmas to Arbutus. Huh, looks like Gabon really loves us. Wait, Burkina Faso actually has a mostly United States? And I like how the Eritreans are basically going to win against Ethiopia. They hate us because we puppeted their neighbor. That is understandable. That is very understandable. African Union commitment. Yeah, they haven't taken the future of Ethiopia yet, so I'm not sure if we should just like send in our troops guns blazing and support them against the state of Eritrea. I feel like we might want the Eritreans to come in and do some nasty stuff because that's gonna make them generate world tension. And that might be a good thing. That might be a good thing. Why is their influence lowering in here? That doesn't make any sense. All right. We want to increase ourselves in Guinea. And we want to increase ourselves in these weird Liberian factions as well. All right, now we have enough for USA-French collaboration, and we should also bypass a few EU focuses, right? No? Okay, apparently a lot of these haven't been passed yet. Okay, so what are these gonna do? So we have Eurobonds. God damn it. Which is going to... Fuck! It's going to reduce Euroscepticism in, well, southern countries mostly. And some Eastern European ones. While some other Eastern European ones are not gonna like it, and the UK and Sweden are really not gonna like it, and Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Austria are really extremely not gonna like it, and the Germans are definitely not going to like it. So we're gonna want to pair that up with some aggressive European campaigns. And what's that gonna do? It's gonna do, effect when accepted by the voting members of the European states. The European Union gains national spirit Eurobonds. The national spirit European debt crisis is removed. Okay, so we... Okay, so... So if the European debt crisis happens, that's what we need to take. This one is European Financial Stability Facility, EFSF. Yay, we have 1G. Insane. Now this unlocks the mobile radio mast, whatever it is. I kind of want to see it before I want to go down, or before I go down further into the screen. Huh. These fighters are they're gonna take a long time to research. $2,000 days is like what? 6 years or something? UAVs. Give me some UAVs. Oh, the country's probably lowering my influence. Right, correct. I don't do Article 50 because I want to go EU. Like, I want to do a lot of EU stuff. Alright, what about the radio mast? Okay, apparently I can't build it anywhere. I can build intelligence stations, though. Should I? Perhaps I should. Ah, I can't do it in Djibouti. Pretty cancer. I should probably do an intelligence station in Savoy. Considering, you know, general Italian nonsense. Time to drone bomb some starving debtors. Yes. How's the first Sino-Japanese war going? Has democracy won yet? Well, it doesn't look like democracy is winning right now. But it looks like to be a mostly stalemate situation. Not even sure if these countries are like bombing each other. But considering the playing count... Hello, Hu Jintao. Considering the playing count... The Japanese are in a recession. The Chinese are stable growth. That's pretty pathetic. That's pretty pathetic, China. The Chinese actually have quite a bit more military industry than the Japanese. And obviously they have a lot less GDP per capita, so they're gonna construct industry a whole lot faster. So, you know, eventually, like, the Chinese are gonna fuck up the Japanese. 8 honors and 8 shames. Now they're gonna do the Confucius Institutes. Huh, I like how they can't do China's peaceful rise if they're not at peace. Which is hilarious, and the Confucius Institutes either. So they're actually locked out of the Chinese Hu Jintao focus tree. So from a gameplay standpoint, they really should have gone Zheng Qinghong. So that they could have taken more, you know, focuses. Because in here, they're not gonna, you know... They're not gonna get a lot of these bonuses with the extra Chinese influence everywhere. And the scientific development. And funnily enough, that's gonna, like, bottleneck the AI into the succession question. Which means that we're gonna see Xi Jinping... Probably. I mean, they might, you know, they might just switch around to purge the Tuan Pai. and go bossy lie, but I think it's the AI probably will, you know, go Xi Jinping, but we'll probably see Xi Jinping a whole lot faster. Yeah, they pushed him off the island. It's insane. They still haven't done the Preserve the Revolution thing. They still haven't taken anything with the One China policy. Joint development zones. Oh, he needs to be at peace for that. The Korean Peninsula. He cannot do the status quo because he's not at peace. Oh, so he could do some big memes in Korea as well. Could get pushed into that. Oh, Iron Brothers was Pakistan. Right. So, yeah, he could do a lot of shit with Pakistan. Man, what has he been doing? He hasn't taken that many photos. Oh, yeah, right, because we're not, like, going all that fast, really. Because I keep, like, talking about things. God damn it. I need to just let a bunch of time go and speed through. Lo sapete che Crusader Kings 2 ora è free to play? Porterà mai una serie su Crusader Kings 2? Sì, lo so che è free to play. E ce l'ho installato, solo che... ma non so se ci farò mai una serie. Cioè, c'è una mod che vorrei veramente giocare, che è After the End, che è praticamente una mod in cui giochi in una specie di America post-apocalittica, che è veramente bella, cioè veramente interessante. Però non so se ci sarà mai spazio sul canale per quello. Purtroppo. These motherfuckers have denied our request for investment. Are they dumb? Okay, now they're not. Yeah, I'm just investing some of my money to get a little bit of return on investment and also to increase my influence in the region. And there goes UNITA. So it looks like the great MPLA. Press X to doubt. They still have that bug. They still haven't fixed this fucking bug where UNITA is shown as the leading party of Angola, even though it says left-wing radical. It's supposed to be the fucking MPLA, but whatever. I just heard the China update comes out in 2 hours? From who? From who did you hear that? What the fuck? If the China update comes out in 2 hours, I'm gonna be mad because I don't have time to really stream it tonight. I don't think you're right. And I've got good reasons to think so. But where the fuck is the Kaiserreich Reddit? Or Reddit, thing. Discord. No one seems to be talking about this. Yeah, I don't think you're right. Sei un poliglotta? Poliglotto. No, credo che si dica poliglotto in italiano. Beh, tecnicamente sì, perché tecnicamente se ne sai più di 2, sì. E io di sicuro ne so 3, poi vabbè, insomma, ne studio anche una quarta. Next time you'll talk on Chinese or Korean. Well, I don't... I'm not sure what you mean, but... Oh. Looks like Finland is keeping the Social Democrats in there. Okay. Yo, don't you get, like, money from oil? Like, don't you just get flat money from oil? Resource exports 0.075 billion. Is anyone actually buying my shit? Oh, plus free. Because people are buying my exports. Is it my oil that they're buying? Shit, I wish I could see this. They're probably buying my steel. Yeah, Belgium and the United States, and Italy's buying my light metals. So we should probably increase our things. Now we also have an extra research slots, which is quite amazing. Frem Aquitaine. And we should probably upgrade some of our ships. So we have the 2005 aircraft carrier. Amphibious assault vessels don't sound like a bad idea, but yeah. Amphibious assault carriers. Submarines. We already have the highest level submarines. Yeah, missile destroyers, we already are at the top level. Cruisers, unfortunately, still don't have any attack values. My dev server is getting hyped. Huh. Really? You can sell oil, big if true. Yeah. So when's the Chad World Conquest stream happening? Oh, when I get to do Zyuganov. The USSR. Or maybe a China World Conquest, or Taiwan into China World Conquest would just be too based. It would take like 1,000,000 years, but whatever. I'd be ready to pay the price for such a base, you know, thing. Yeah, right. We don't really need any fixed wing aircraft right now. We could upgrade our maritime patrol aircraft. Ooh, right. I'm definitely not sure which of these. Well, I see a lot of ground support here. Ground support is never a bad idea. Probably the other one's better, but who cares? Voting results, shit. Where are the Gauss cannon destroyers? Well, at the end, I'm pretty sure. There's some pretty, like, you know, pretty late technologies, or pretty futuristic technologies. Missile destroyers go all the way to FSM Toulonnais. Ah, they have a generic. That is unfortunate. They have a generic thing. But I mean, already the Frem Aquitaine model is basically the Zumwalt. Now, the Frem is a real ship, but I don't know anything about that. And, in fact, I was under the impression that it was a frigate-type ship. Yo, look at that model! That's one hell of a model. Anyway, basically, whatchamacallit? Yeah, this thing can get a railgun, so from there to Gauss cannons, we're pretty close. Fucking 52%. We could economically exploit these guys, but I'm not sure that that would be a good idea. Pretty sure they just don't have anything, yeah. Yeah, Guinea has quite a few resources compared to everyone else. Sweden has triggered Article 50 and will leave the EU. Yeah. Whoa. No deal exit. So they're a bunch of dumb shits. They're a bunch of dumb shits, and yeah, Sweden is voting no on quite a few of these, so yeah, basically once they lose European Union member, then they can take Northern Ambition as well, which removes their neutrality. Alright, fast growth. Let's try this. Oh, cost to upgrade 81 billion. Crap. So we want to wait until we have 81 billion euros. Once we have 81 billion euros, we can go with the fast growth. And try to stimulate the economy. Because that's gonna increase our tax revenue by 5%. What is our current tax revenue? Our current tax revenue is 3.875. So that is quite a lot of money. You run out of money? Just print more money. Did they fix lags? Eh, kinda. Little fucking bitch. 80% chance of stagnation. You little fucking cunt. And every time we do that, we lose a bunch of money. That is pretty cancerous. So our debt is going up all the time because of this shit. Oh, great. The Estonian elections. Schroeder too. Fucking Germany. How's East Asia looking? There's some naval battling. I wish I could see that. Trade with America, you're gonna need it. Looks like they... Yeah, looks like both of these guys still have, like, all of the convoys, pretty much. Ooh, counterterrorism drills. Are you doing some Xinjiang pro memes, game removes? Oh no, with Pakistan. Yeah, the less lag might be because I got a computer upgrade. So yeah. People keep recognizing me and not recognizing me, and I lose 50 political power as China. Oh yeah, the Taiwan stuff, I'm guessing, is kind of annoying. Yo, our government revenue is much higher than that of China, which is pretty hilarious. Man, the United States gets a lot more money than they're spending. I'm not sure exactly how to increase our tax base. Man, we've gone over 4 billion expenditures. We need all these things that we have. We need all these things that we have. They're all useful. Mixed economy. Tax cost 2%. Consumption economy gives resources to market 0%. Yeah, no, mixed economy is fine. Volunteer service is fine. Is there anything that actually gives us, like, tax? This is less interest rate, and that's not a bad thing. Looks like some of these factions are quite bugged. It doesn't actually tell me the bonuses because the bonuses appear due to their opinion of you. Whatever. Anyway, state stock and SA, very nice. Offshore drillings, that's gonna increase our oil even more. Ooh, that increases monthly population. Political power gain, plus 15%, is quite attractive to me. Let's think about these EU reforms, though. Chinese have all gas. Well, no, they don't, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they don't have OGAS, but they do have the Great Firewall of China. And they do have the social credit. And they do have Skynet, whatever that is. Yeah, in fact, let's actually tag over to the Chinese and see. Yeah, this might fuck up the game, so I need to be careful. Yes, that actually is gonna allow us to see, like, the military situation. Looks like the Chinese control most of the East China Sea. How interesting. They're trying to find the Japanese in the Yellow Sea. There are 11 Japanese ships there, 23 in here. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, what is Skynet? What the fuck? Is that an AI? God damn it. Skynet will bring together a massive network of security cameras to identify any one of our citizens wherever they may be. Oh, okay, so it's just surveillance. Cancer. Are we in crisis in the Kremlin now? Yeah, well, we wish, we wish. We wish that we were in crisis in the Kremlin. Because then we could do some cool things as Russia. Rise of the USSR. The Soviet Union gains cores on all the former republics. That's definitely something I should try to play out. Because, you know, reckless progress. Oh, the T-14 Armata. That is quite cool. Resist sanctions. Ooh, if you have sanctions, you can do some stuff. China can reinstate the nationalists, by the way. Yeah, I know. If you go, end class warfare, of course. If you, yeah, support the pro-Westerners with the internet crackdown, unchain the 8 democratic parties. Democracy with Chinese characteristics. And then support the pro-Westerners. Do Russia and Belarus have a way to unite in one country without communism? Yes, they can do so with the Zhirinovsky path. If you go nationalist as Russia, you can federalize the Union State. And, yeah, get Belarus cored, essentially. Yeah, I've seen the new Kremlin games, you know, stuff that's coming out. Humanist Marxism in China, I beg your pardon. I don't think it's anywhere. Well, I mean, you can, like, you know, let the 100 flowers bloom or whatever, and then support the communists, and that's gonna replace the Communist Party faction with labor unions. And, yeah, see, oh, okay, you mean this one. See, it's not exact. See, this is coming from Boss Eli. I'm not sure if you know who this guy is, but, you know, he's a guy that talked a lot of Maoist talk, but essentially he was a kind of rival technocratic figure to Xi Jinping, China's current president. And yeah, he was an interesting guy. Should look up his story. He was the mayor, or not the mayor, but the party boss of Chongqing, which is the biggest city in Sichuan over here. It's this thing. And yeah, there's some stuff that he can do that. See, in this game, they seem to have gone full with, like, you know, portraying him as like a more, you know, traditional, like pro-state left kind of guy. The Nanjie model, which is this village in China that still, you know, is basically like it was in the old Maoist time. Interesting stuff. Enables tactic tunnel rats. Urban operations. Réseau maneuver plus 25% tactic damage. Huh. I wouldn't mind having that tactic. We should probably do these tactics. Labor unions controlling China? That's pretty funny. Berlusconi non approva. Beh, credo neanche Bossi. Mannaggia Bossi, che roba. Come cazzo ha fatto a vincere? Beh, la Lega sembra che stia diminuendo di popolarità, quindi nel 2006, quando ci sono le prossime elezioni, magari. French guerrillas, LOL. Well, it's actually not our guerrillas, it's actually counterintelligence operations. Fucking Sweden and their Euroscepticism campaign, Hitler shits. We have 16% Euroscepticism again. Fine, I'll do a pro-European campaign. All right, where could we invest? We have a 4% influence in Spain. So we should start the investment in Spain. And we're gonna get some more money out of that. Dai che possiamo stare nell'EU. No, l'Italia ha già, come dire, attivato l'articolo 50 qua. Quindi già. Alright. So with the EU reforms, we can go for the European Constitution. I feel like we must try this now, must we? Let's try to pass this European constitution as quickly as possible. Influence a country, then puppet them. Well, we have already puppeted Djibouti, which is the greatest country on Earth, of course. Now, in terms of other countries, I wish that there was like a ledger, so that you could see like which countries you have the most influence in. But like, the country that I've seen that we have the most influence in is Gabon. That's a real country, of course. Of course, we also have not real countries that we influence heavily, like, for example, these guys. The Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, or whatever. Now, one thing that's weird is that, like, these guys are puppets of, Guinea, right? But if we puppet Guinea, will that... Oh, we have 70% in Côte d'Ivoire, right? Because we bailed them out. So we could... They are non-aligned right now. We have 51% of a successful coup. Let's try. 78%. Conservatives, Western Outlook. We have one. Now let us 80%, over 80%. Oh, we could target other influence. How much influence are we gonna gain if we get this? Plus 14. Yeah, it would definitely be more beneficial to target the Chinese influence. There we go. Côte d'Ivoire is now our puppet. That is amazing. There we go. So we gained the second puppet. Dramatic scenes as regime change sweeps Côte d'Ivoire. Buonasera, Luca Motta. Come va? What's Nigeria doing right now? Nigeria has a focus stream. Looks like they've gone... new water legislation. Okay, so they're dealing with some of their economic issues. Spur regional development. In terms of the politics, they went with the constitutional reforms and the People's Democratic Party. So that's basically the democratic, you know, the normal democratic path. And they've got some Christian stuff as well. Yeah, they still haven't taken the religious divide, but once they do, there can be some crazy stuff in there. Empower Christian radicals. End Boko Haram. Yeah, that might lead to, you know, issues. And looks like some Westerners are winning. Lukashenko won his election. Western Outlook, Greece. Or Cyprus. Yeah, probably Cyprus. You can become Boko Haram. Yeah, I know. I know. Invest even more in countries, please. Well, once we have money, we will do that. Yes. Once we have money, we will invest more. There we go. So now we have drones, if those were required. There's no naval doctrines. Interesting. More decryption. Can you make Russia a puppet? Well, if we were to go to war with them, yeah, but right now that is not really a possibility. because they haven't generated world tension, and we are a democratic country. So yeah. That is not exactly possible. Pave the way to civilian rule. Okay. Interesting. So Burma's going down their political focus tree. They actually went increased cooperation with North Korea. That is great. I love these memes. Italy leaves the European Union. There we go, they're out. These motherfuckers are out. Now that's gonna be good for the EU. Less bullshit to deal with. Less bullshit to put up with from the fucking Italians. The president of the European Central Bank is now Germany. Oh, they're going Agenda 2010. Yes, Schröder, yes! Make the Reich great. Nationalists win in Latvia? What the fuck? I don't think Latvia is even part of the EU. No, because we haven't taken the Eastern expansion yet. Right, we need to pump up the European side a little bit. Yeah, we want to take the European Constitution, definitely. And after that, European Convention must have been accepted. Apparently the European Convention has not been accepted. That is a bit of an issue. More devaluing the lira, viva Italia! Già, sembra che abbiano lasciato pure l'euro, quindi... Yeah, no more euro in Italy. Why is China at war with Japan? Oh, because the Chinese AI is a big brain. They took the focus clash over the East China Sea and shot down some Japanese planes. You know, just what you do normally. Does this dude have Santa hat? I know it's not a Santa hat, but that's hilarious. All right. Pro-European campaign success. Yeah, thanks, Britain. Britain, of all people, was a very, very good European supporter, apparently. This Jubilant guy is always the best. Man, the Eritreans are almost in Addis Ababa. That is pretty something. I think we need to... No? I think we need to send an intervention force to Eritrea. Or, sorry, to Ethiopia. Of course they refuse. Alright, then you can get fucking taken over for all I care. Congo DR is still gonna refuse our intervention forces. This little bitch. The little fucking bitch. If I send an attaché, that's gonna make him like me more, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough, really. What's the plan? The plan is to make the European Union great.
Attention.
Right, you're 40 with the Franco-German Brigade. You're mechanized infantry and mechanized marine infantry. There's no point in you having mechanized marine infantry, to be fair. Gonna need to rework this stuff a little bit. Parachute Brigade is fine. Special Forces. Special Forces, I'm just gonna convert them.
Écoutez.
Or, well... if I need a smaller unit, might as well have... something of the sort. This is probably not the greatest idea ever. There we go.
Gardez vos rangs. Aux ordres.
Gonna expand one of them, so that we have enough manpower to fill up the other. Man, we need more oil. We really need more oil. Give me these technology metals. Is monarchist EU possible in this mod? Well, no, because as he said, you leave if you go nationalist outlook. But there's actually nothing really Whoa, what's going on in Africa? Oh, it's the Second Congo War. I'm gonna get involved in that in a little bit. See, there's actually nothing really stopping you from just not taking, you know, the Article 50. The AI is gonna do that all the time. But as the player, I'm pretty sure you can just stay as, you know, you can stay part of the EU. I need more oil. Yeah, pretty much. You can pretty much just stay as part of the EU, even with whatever ideology you go for. So anyway, there was the resettlement of asylum seekers. So these fuckers, who's voting no? Sweden, who cares? Spain, no. Ireland, no. And the United Kingdom, no. Well, the little bitches, because they're conservatives, right? Fianna Fáil is conservative. Aznat is conservative. You're SPD, you're liberal, right? Yeah, you're liberal. You're liberal. You're social democrat, right? I'm guessing. Yes. You're a social democrat. You are a social democrat. Declare the end of Swiss neutrality. Oh, yes. You are... No, you're not even part of the EU. Who else is voting? The Danish, and they're liberals. Yeah, basically this whole refugee resettlement stuff is opposed by a bunch of shitty countries, really. Just a bunch of shitty countries that are voting no essentially because of the whole blah blah blah, we are conservative nonsense. With the data protection, I really don't understand. Like, I just don't understand why these countries could be voting no. Like, why are they weighted to vote no? Like, why the fuck would the Belgium vote no to the general data protection regulation, you little fucks? Can Germany go Nazi or Kaiser? Yeah, they can go both. But you must get Merkel in office first. Yeah, pretty much, you know, out here.
Attention.
Out here as Germany. You need to go Angela Merkel, radicalize the German conservatism with more nationalism. Fucking one country voted no. Little bitches. And rehabilitate Prussia. Alright, what I'm gonna do is okay. How do we... Okay. I need more debt. Why? Because I want to get a stimulus. 540 political power. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I guess invest some of that money in Spain. And once we have enough political power, we're gonna try to get fast growth to improve our income. We are very, very close to actually gaining money. That could create an economic bubble, but yeah, I mean, maybe if I go too high with the economic boom stuff, yeah. But I don't know. Anyway, so here they go. They could seek NATO membership. Okay. Can we get Switzerland in the EU? Like, logically would make sense, right? So Turkey, that's what we've done. Caucasus enlargement. Ooh. So Turkey's getting voted no by the conservatives. Caucasus would only be voted no by, the fascists. But then again, getting the Caucasus in, who would we be getting in? Would we be getting in, like, Georgia, right? You know? Armenia and Azerbaijan. No Georgia? Why no Georgia? Yo, Georgia are actually very, very close to getting puppeted by Russia, too. 73% influence. So we'd be getting in, actually Westerners. So conservatives, most likely, and reactionaries, or autocrats. Georgia has border dispute, that's why. Huh? Oh, that's why Russia's so influential, because they went bankrupt. So probably the Russians have bought Georgia, pretty much. Maybe. Yeah, okay, so you don't know. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Let us try to see if we can keep that. And look at that, now our revenue is going higher than our, you know, than our problemos. We are finally getting money. There we go, European Constitution has been taken. Let us hope that we can get the votes in there. European Constitution. Okay, so we can vote. We can have that voting happen if we have over 3% influence on all European Union member states. Oh, over 3%. Okay, interesting. Over 3%. Yeah, but like, for example, how the fuck am I gonna influence in the Netherlands? Man. Yeah, because we hold no European offices. There are a lot of motherfucking European countries in which we have, like, no fucking influence. Austria, Belgium. Okay, let's go. Austria, we hold no influence in there. So we'd have to waste some money in getting influence in Austria. I wonder, like... Yeah, like, whoa, a bunch of European campaigns, okay. Yes. Can you do a mod review? On what? Makes the Greek bailout sound like charity. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, the Austrians went FPÖ. Oh, shit. Looks like the Austrians are out of Europe, too. That is pretty cancerous. We're about to lose a lot of European Union members. Okay, now that they have left, can Italy be invited back in? Doesn't look like it. Maybe if they get a non-nationalist government, they're gonna join back in. The little fucking bitches. MD mod review. Well, I mean, I need to play a lot more than this to actually, like, you know. Yeah. Anyway, Frontex. So, the Greeks voted no to Frontex. Because I'm guessing Social Democrats don't like Frontex. Governments led by Greens will resist voting for this proposal. Governments led by the Social Democrats will support. So maybe they don't support it enough. Why would the Greeks still vote no, though? Man, we really need to get like something like the European Constitution in, because then the voting system will be required, or will be reformed. And that would be quite good. Now, we also should probably cancel this, because now that the fucking Austrians are Nazis. Vote in a former SS officer, do it, Austria. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Are the nationalists in France influencing everyone else by virtue of being in the coalition? No, we're actually not getting like any nationalism support. But we are getting a lot more non-aligned supports, like the Gaullist Republicans are really getting a lot stronger. The fucking Gaullist. 2004 enlargement. Wait, why is Turkey being voted on if the 2004 enlargement hasn't been voted on? Oh, because... Oh, the Swiss. What the... Interesting. Because these countries get candidate status and can choose to join. So, like, for example, if we were to take a look at the Czech Republic, do they have candidate status? Wait, they're in? No? They're not EU candidate. Must have over 25% influence on all European Union member states. I don't think that that's... Look at how popular the nationalists are in countries voting. No, that's probably the reason. Yeah. I don't really understand. I really don't understand this must have over 25%. You're supposed to have candidate status, right? Joining the EU. Prerequisites EU candidate. I'm pretty sure that that's bugged, because how the fuck is the Czechs supposed to have over 25%? Maybe it means like the European Union countries have over 25%. Must have over 25% influence on all European Union members. How does that make any sense? That's a pretty big bug, bro. Like, these countries are supposed to be able to join the EU. Oh well, I'm gonna go back to France, and then after the stream's over, which is gonna be in a little bit, I'm gonna see if, you know, if that can be fixed. Anyway, can we fuck up some people's days? Nope. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like anyone's gonna allow us to kill their enemies for them, which is pretty dumb. And it looks like the Congo government will lose the Congolese Civil War, which is a pretty interesting thing. Anyway, to make people vote on our proposal, we're gonna need, where is it? Yeah, we need over 3% influence on all European Union member states. It's gonna be insanely difficult to get. Insanely difficult to get, especially on some of these countries. Oh, we have 5% in the Netherlands. How interesting. See, I didn't know. I just didn't know. I didn't fucking know. I don't know how much we have on Denmark. I don't... How does Greece have 5% influence in Denmark? Oh well, we're getting a bunch of political power, so we can pump up our influence through, you know, through PP. How does Greece have so much influence on all these guys? I don't understand. What the fuck? So how much influence do we get from that? 14. Yeah, no one really has a lot of influence, so yeah. Okay. Shouldn't be all that difficult to get influence on some of these countries. EU enlargement. Alright, France has 6% here. And what other European countries are there? Well, Austria, but like Austria's interesting. Yeah, they're gonna withdraw. Belgium. Okay. The Kingdom of Denmark. Yes. The United Kingdom. Ah, the fucking British. We have 2% with the British. Alright. Ooh, our income is definitely shooting up quite a bit. That is awesome. J-Seed? They invest in their debt. They have so much, it becomes its own currency. Made my EU 30 members big, huge PP. Yeah, I want more. Can you play either Pakistan or India or check out the focus tree? There's no focus tree for Pakistan or India yet. Yeah, the India focus tree sounds like it's gonna be, you know, a pretty important thing. Can't wait to make my EU larger. These motherfuckers need to vote for these proposals, though, otherwise we're never gonna get ahead as a union. Alright. EU enlargement. Let's see. What gets bypassed? Oh. No one took this? No one took this. You know, perhaps... Yo, whoa, there's no, why can I not cancel this focus? Cannot be canceled manually. Okay, interesting, whatever. Anyway, no one took the 2004 enlargement. I guess because the AI's way to not do this until 2004. All right. So much PP wasted just suppressing them. Who? Suppressing who? What are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, we need to influence the British. God damn it. Okay, so we have 3% with the British now. Frontex retry, no, that's gonna be done automatically. And I also need to do a pro-Europe campaign. There we go. Good pro-Europe campaign, brothers. And which other countries? So that was the UK. Finland. We probably don't have any influence in Finland. No, it's just a bunch of weird people. Have a good night, DDZ. Oh, suppressing the Salafists in Pakistan. Huh, well, I mean... The first time I played Modern Day 4, on which this is based, I played Saudi Arabia and I made an Islamist coup in, or a Salafist coup in Pakistan. It was pretty based stuff. Happy birthday, baby Jesus! Well, over here it's still 11 p.m., so no happy birthday, baby Jesus yet. Any news from the East China Sea? Any news from the East China Sea? Oh. Netizen Nation. Okay, so you can only do an open window if the cadre and the PLA have an enthusiastic opinion of Hu Jintao. And so he's gonna do Golden Shield project very soon. But yeah, it looks like the Chinese are pretty content with securing Okinawa. A new path for Myanmar. Yeah, they're about to go democracy. Well, about. They're gonna go democracy. $50 army. Yeah, the Wu Mao shit down here. Maltese election. The Nationalist Western Outlook. Hello, Malta. How are you doing? Yeah, Nationalist Party, but Western Outlook. They're actually conservative. Interesting. Interesting, Malta. How very interesting, Malta. All right, Finland. What? Requirements 100 political power. Okay. How about I give you some roads, Finland? Do you want some roads? Is that gonna give us some influence? No. Man, it's sad when the countries you're investing in are not like shitty countries and so your money isn't really worth that much. Oh, he's going... Shit. Eastern Emergence. That's pretty cancerous. Western Outlook, liberals in Luxembourg, so say goodbye to Jean-Claude Juncker, and we now have Lydie Polfer. Fucking Sweden starting their Euroscepticism Nazi campaign. Man, that nationalism is growing in Sweden. Unlike in Italy, where the nationalism is not growing anymore. In fact, it's kind of receding a little bit. Yeah. Yo! That's just a really high base cost. Damn. What is the command to see their army? FOW. It shows, it removes the fog of war. 10 member states, 4 still voted no. The Austrians, the Danish, the Swedish, and the Greeks. Yeah, the Greeks are still, I don't know. They have a lot of fucking Nazis, though. They're gonna have a... Oh, they're in depression. They're gonna have like a golden dawn government or whatever. Man, our fast growth is holding. That's the first time I've ever played Millennium Dawn where I go fast growth and it holds for more than like 2 minutes. You should ally with the Chinese to take out Putin. The Red EU gets everything before the Euros and China gets the rest. Is it possible? I mean... most possibly? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, but it would be funny. It would certainly be quite good. The Chinese can be pretty antagonistic to Russia, I've seen in their focus stream, because they can just go, a rival superpower, has national spirit superpower. Oh, okay. Nigeria seeks foreign grants. They're looking to expand their infrastructure within the countries, and have looked at our country to robust rail and... So, we gain influence in Nigeria and remove 6 to our international investments. I'd rather not remove our international investments, you know? Because we're never gonna have influence in fucking Nigeria. Like, realistically. How much foreign investment does this guy have? Oh, wow. That is a lot of investment. Do they start with any investment? I don't know. The UK has 0 international investment. Yeah, I guess the Americans start with international investment because... like, a lot of these countries have 0 international investments. The Norwegians have some. I guess the Norwegians are just that rich. The Chinese have some. The Japanese have quite a bit. Force of the Filipino masses, right-wing populist government in the Philippines. Joseph Estrada. Yeah, okay, boomer. No, I said okay, boomer, and Google came out, like on my phone. Like my phone thinks I'm saying okay, Google, but I'm actually saying okay, boomer. China still didn't do the untapped economy, didn't they? Where would that even be? Yeah, almost 2, that is a lot of foreign investment. Yeah, the Philippines still has a Maoist insurrection, I know. Man, the EU is getting smaller. That's cancer. I don't know why it's not represented in the game still. Because these kinds of insurgencies don't really work in MD. Like, they'd get crushed instantly. Like, for example, also the Naxals in India would really not be Yeah, I guess like when the Philippines get a focus tree or whatever, they can just represent it through the focus tree or like through, you know, some tabs, like a mini game through tabs. It's in the middle of the focus tree, really now. I'm feeling pretty dumb. I don't see it. Depoliticize the military? Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, do you mean the Xiao Kang society? The untapped economy. It's in the middle of the focus tree. Oh, the untapped market. Oh, because they need to be at peace. They're not at peace. Aung San Suu Kyi released. Of course. Ti consiglio di influenzare l'Ungheria così avrai una testa di ponte nel centro Europa. Beh sì, tra un po' questa cosa sarà estremamente importante perché comunque con l'allargamento dell'Unione Europea se l'Ungheria entra allora sarà molto importante averceli. Comunque per ora l'Europa centrale mi interessa abbastanza poco e comunque ci sono molti altri paesi che hanno tanta influenza da lì, quindi no, per ora no. Alright, now we have enough influence in Finland. Good. Speaking of European Union leaders, or countries, so Finland, France, obviously we have enough. Germany, we have enough. Greece. There's a lot of Euroscepticism rising. Yeah, we need Greece influence to be able to push our votes through. How much loans can be taken out without bankrupting? I know it increases with in cost and interest and stuff, but there is a hard limit for loans. It would be, if it is, it would be great for getting investments. Investments turn a profit slower than debt gives you inflation. So yeah. And you can take out quite a lot of loans before being in trouble with bankruptcy or anything like that. So yeah, don't worry about that. That is really no biggie. Perché le nazioni possono uscire così velocemente dalla UE? Beh, perché fondamentalmente la mod non è ancora finita. Quindi molti dei valori per cui l'IA, come dire, fa quello che fa probabilmente sono già sballati. Quindi tipo ad esempio gli svedesi, non si sa perché, ma hanno un sacco di, come dire, supporto per i democratici svedesi, le Sverige Demokraterna, che, cioè, tra virgolette storicamente non dovrebbero avere così tanto appoggio fino tipo al 2015. Una roba strana. Oh man, that Italian debt. Holy shit. 3.7 trillion in debt for Italy. That is like almost 180% of GDP. Like, Italy's real life GDP is a little under 2 trillion, I think. So, yeah. I mean, in 2004, actually, no, see, like... What's sad is that the Italian GDP is 2000 and... Yeah, there we go. Austria leaves. The Italian GDP is in 2004. Wasn't all that different from the GDP in 2007. And today, the Italian GDP is pretty much that of 2007, which is sad. Già, peggio pure del nostro debito vero. Beh, sembra che Bossi non sia esattamente un amministratore del denaro pubblico. Where's Bossi a meme? Okay, so I'm gonna just explain this very quickly and then leave because I'm gonna end the stream. But like, okay, this guy, you can see that his party name See, here they're represented as right-wing populist nationalists, but it's not exactly true. Or rather, it is true for the form of this party that it has taken after, well, 2015 or so. Because you see, Lega Nord, okay? That's the name. The North League. North. So imagine, right? That you live in Italy, right? Italy has a pretty stark contrast. See, like, every country obviously has regions that are more developed than the other, but they're rarely, like, so geographically, like, crystal clear in a way. Everything above here, or rather, everything above, everything here is pretty much Germany. And everything here is pretty much Portugal. So, yeah, in the 90s, basically, the latest round of weird populist movements that rise up is this North League stuff. Imagine that you're like, okay, what's the problem? Obviously, it's the Southerners because their economic performance is much worse. There's corruption, there's organized crime, there's all this shit. So how about we make up a country out of the northern Italy and ask for its independence, a whole bunch. And then also ask for more federalism within Italy. Yeah, that's basically why this guy is a meme. Basically, he invented a country called Padania. Now, that comes from Po, which is this river. And Padania is supposed to be this country that's basically north of this mountain range, right? Some people include Tuscany, which is this region. So, like, some claims of Padania are supposedly this. Some claims of Padania are this. And they basically are like, you know, well, if, like, the Scottish want independence or the Catalonians want independence, might as well go ahead and say that we need to be independent too. Now, obviously, this boils down to, like, make us, or rather, let us keep more of our tax money in the end. So, yeah, at one point he was even, like, he was also a meme because of his personality. Like, the guy's still alive, but almost dead, but almost not. He's come back into the political news yesterday after you know, Congress of the League Party, which now is not called the North League anymore. It's just called the League. And it was briefly in government last year, you know, leading pretty much the executive last year. But it's complicated stuff. We're not going to get into it that much. Now, will the 2004? Yeah, we need over 3% influence on all European Union member states. God fucking damn it. ECB intervention. ECB zero interest rate policy. That's gonna add a bunch of Euroscepticism that right now we don't need. Alright, so for now we're gonna chill with the Europe stuff. We could do the state of the French politics. Oh, there's civilian industry construction. Now we're gonna get more oil. Padania forte! Sì, ce l'abbiamo duro. XD. Anyway, so basically, the guy had an interesting personality. And sometimes he also liked to do basically memeing, right? Like, at one point, he goes on this interview, right? And says, like, we have 300,000 fucking armed men ready to, like, you know, murder the oppressive Italian state or whatever. It's like, press X to doubt. And also, like, you know, they combined this, like, push for more autonomy or more independence or more, you know, tax collection staying in the north of Italy, with, like, some pretty nasty rhetoric about generally immigrants, but we'll see, they consider immigrants, or they considered National focus bypassed the Treaty of Lisbon. Oh, someone did the Treaty of Lisbon. That is awesome. That is pretty awesome. Let's hope that they get some voting done on the Treaty of Lisbon. Was that Germany? No, that wasn't Germany. We've bypassed the Treaty of Lisbon. Who did the Treaty of Lisbon? Belgium? Luxembourg? Luxembourg! Does Luxembourg have, like, influence over people? I don't know. E la cosa buffa è che si è sposato con una siciliana. Yeah, the funny part is he married a Sicilian lady or whatever. And, see, like, the anti-immigrant rhetoric over there... You know, you might be thinking, okay, anti-immigrant rhetoric, right? Whatever. These people don't like them fucking Libyans or whatever. No. Not just that. Not just that. The anti-immigrant rhetoric on the part of this party is also like, they don't like Neapolitan people coming in. Because it's like, you know, they bring the organized crime, XD. It's like, it's pretty great stuff. And it's kind of interesting because for most of the party's history, again, they had this weird, you know, North Italy, autonomy, independence, federalism, all that kind of stuff. And they're like, oh, you know, our great European values or whatever. Yes, our great European values, because they were actually not really all that Eurosceptic. They weren't, you know, minding Europe all that much because, again, like, this is a region that trades a lot with Northern Europe. And even ideologically, they were like, yeah, you know, our great Northern efficiency or whatever, more in line with Central European, you know, thought and ideology. And the Piedmont region, in which, you know, the League was never as strong in the Piedmont, which is this part, as in the northeast. But they did exist, and this region trades with France a lot, so it only made sense. The shift happened when the League was, you know, basically became a national party. It's a very, very weird story, essentially. They basically fell apart in their, well, earlier self. Like right now, in 2004, the Separatist Party eventually runs into a lot of troubles. They had their own, you know, scandals, etc. Plus their political platform doesn't really work as much anymore, blah, 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 a bunch of shit happens, and they turn into a national party under the leadership of a different person than this one, who was the interior minister of the previous government, Mr. Salvini. You may have heard of him. All right, that rambling about random Italian politics aside, right, I am gonna end the stream now. How much power do leftists have in Italy? Well, pretty much the leading party in the current government, the Democratic Party, is center-left, very milquetoast center-left, while the farther left is very, very weak at the moment because, well, pretty much most of what constituted the farther left comes from either the old, you know, Italian Communist Party or the previous iterations of the mainstay leftist party. You see, this party that initially was just the Italian Communist Party and now is the Democratic Party went through a lot of, you know, iterations, name changes, constitutional changes, and a lot of splits. And partially due to their previous stints in government, they have managed to alienate a lot of their voter base. And right now they're sort of in a fight for their life in a way, trying to hold on to this region, Emilia-Romagna, which is where I live, in a regional election. Again, this is a center-left party, but, you know, they used to have a big old stronghold in sort of central northern Italy, around here. Basically from Liguria, which is not represented in the states, but it's this region over here, into Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna and Umbria, which is basically this, without Arezzo, so like this. Oh, actually, Perugia. So yeah, Umbria is like this thingish, and Marche, which is this region over here. They misspelled this city. But they lost most of that. Now they only have Tuscany left and sort of Emilia-Romagna. And now they're trying to hold on to the, you know, Emilia-Romagna. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, Rifondazione. That is the party that split from the Left Democrat Party, which was what the Italian Communist Party became essentially after, well, both the fall of the Berlin Wall and their own fall. And parts split off to sort of keep the quote-unquote communist name or whatever. And they made the party of the Communist Refoundation. Let's see if this is represented. Let's see how, yeah, look, for example, like the Democratic Party over here is the #1 party. Even though the Democratic Party at this moment in the timeline didn't exist, you know? Federation of Liberals. What the fuck is that even supposed to be? How the fuck do they have 24%? And yeah, Forward Italy, which is the party of Silvio Berlusconi, who was the previous long-running prime minister, and a very interesting figure. The Italian sort of center-right party. Yeah, basically, Italian Communist Party. What is that supposed to... Then we have the Italian Socialist Party, which is a party with a long history. I like how the five-star movement is as reactionaries and emerging. Then you have, yeah, obviously libertarians, Bonino. See, it's called Bonino list, but it should really be called the Radical Party. Then we have the Green Federation, which never really took place all that much. Yeah, the Free and Equal. See, this is a party that's, well, it has been around since 2017. And it's, again, a split from the Italian Democratic Party. And, yeah, then we have in here the Communist Refoundation Party. And, yeah, I like how there's Savoy. And there's obviously, there's also Tricolor Flame, which is this, like, weird fascist. Well, not really fascist, but, like, they're not nice people. You know, weirdly enough, there's no Alleanza Nazionale. Yeah, like the reactionary party should really be, but like they're pro-Atlantic Alliance, Alleanza Nazionale. I don't know where exactly they could fit Alleanza Nazionale. Oh no, here it is. Conservatism, non-aligned conservatism. These guys are basically fash. I don't know. Yeah, Communist Refoundation. It was for a while the main, like, farther left than center left party. So yeah. Anyway, I am gonna be going now. I feel bad before you end the stream. I asked about Italian politics. I probably should have realized it would be a complex thing because it's Italian politics. Honestly, Italian politics are not as complex as they seem, but sometimes they're complex. Anyway, I do want to thank you all for watching. Ooh, I wonder what Canada has been doing. I hope that you've enjoyed tonight's stream. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. But definitely I want to go ahead a little bit with all that we're doing, and I might even just skip ahead, like off screen some, because there's gonna be a lot of waiting. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you soon, and have a good one. Looks like the Japanese are trying to regain naval supremacy over Okinawa. Interesting. So see y'all, and Merry Christmas, or whatever. Buon Natale.